society.
Do you think Nigeria has the structures and the willpower to embrace accountability in governance, or are we still dancing in circles of talk without change?
We break it all down.
A governor serves 4 years, and the next is that he may be re-elected once. And you know already, most governors begin re-election calculations by the second year in office.
On Let's Talk Nigeria, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Power holders or those in the helm of affairs have deliberately ensured that it doesn't work. So the reason is so that it will favor their intentions that are anti-people.
On Golding 97.5 FM, Yanagora.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to another powerful edition of Let's Talk Nigeria, the show where real issues meet real voices. I am Moya Stiving.
And I am Paul Oblomubasa.
Today we'll turn our attention to a growing concern that cuts across food security, livelihoods, and community safety. Our focus is on the recent protests by the women of Yenizwe Guinea at the Biocity House, Government House, where they raised their voices against the persistent destruction of their farms by Fulani herders and their cattle. These women are not just protesting lost crops, they are protesting lost hope, lost income, and the slow erosion of their ability to feed their families. Farming is not just a job in communities like Yenizwe Guinea. It is survival, identity, and legacy. So when farmlands are repeatedly destroyed, it affects not only individual households, but the entire local and food supply chain. So this morning we ask, how long can rural farmers endure this cycle of destruction? What responsibilities do government institutions, security agencies, and community leaders have in preventing these conflicts? And most importantly, how can peaceful solutions be found that protect both farmers and herders?
You already know that across Nigeria, farmer-herder clashes have led to displacement, food shortages, and tragic loss of lives. Bayelsa, traditionally not a frontline state in this crisis, is now seeing early warning signs. The Yenizwe Guinea women are not merely protesting about cattle grazing, they are demanding protection, which is paramount and is very key. They're also demanding enforcement. They are demanding government presence before tensions spiral beyond control. Now, in all of these different things, we're looking at it, are these things just isolated grievances, or they are like signal flares? You know, if you are in war front or anything, there's something called a signal flare, you know that something is happening somewhere. And these women have spoken, but we wanted to look at it look at it holistically. What is the best way to tackle this matter? Knowing that, yes, there is a law in the state that is against open grazing.
And so, help us look at this issue, we are joined by Enibo Albert. She's an entrepreneur and a farmer who understands firsthand the realities on the ground. She will be sharing insights from the perspective of those whose livelihoods depend on the land and what sustainable steps can be taken to prevent further losses. Good morning to you, Enibo Albert.
Good morning, Moya.
So this is not just a Bayelsa story. It is a Nigerian story. A story about land, rights, security, and the urgent need for dialogue before frustration turns into crisis. So, listeners, stay with us as we highlight the voices behind the protests and explore what must be done to ensure that our farmers are protected, heard, and respected. Because you know, this is Let's Talk Nigeria. Once again, Miss Albert, thanks for joining us on the show. And let's get started by asking this question. Of course, we all know what triggered the Yanizwe Ghana women's protest at the government house. But we want to know, how frequent are these farm destructions and what impact do they have on local farmers? Because I remember several weeks ago, you went on a one-man protest to the government house. But this time around, the ladies went and cried out. Please give us a first-hand experience.
Okay, good morning, Moi, and good morning, Bielsa. Thank you for having me here. First, most of us around this axis, farming is our major source of income. And for those women, some of them don't have something else doing. They don't have any other thing. That is the only thing that they do to take care of themselves, to take care of everything, about them. So, destroying our farms for us is more like you guys should just go hungry, like taking away our power, our everything, in fact. And this thing has been going on for years. This is not the first year I'm talking about it. Last year wasn't the first either. I've been talking about this since 2023. I've been talking about this headers destroying farms, and it seems every single year. It's not like it even seems like that is the reality, that every single year it keeps increasing. That's the level of destruction keeps increasing every year. It intensifies. This year is worse. I think it's the worst I've seen. The destruction this year, I don't even know what to say, but if it keeps going in this manner, I don't think we'll be able to even go to farm again. So farming is a major source of income for us. Yeah.
When you're saying this, it's quite, for lots of words, it's concerning.
Yeah.
You understand? You say since 2023, and we already know that the state has this anti-open grazing law and all the things. All the while you've been, you say complaining from 2023. I'm sure some other persons might have been complaining, maybe in groups, in circles, and other things. Has the government been able to have like a proper documentation of the extent of the damage to the farms or anything? Have they shown concern towards that?
If they have the extent of destruction of our farmlands, no, because nobody has come to document all the farmlands that have been destroyed so far. Like recently, I had some government officials show interest in the matter. Like for me, the Commissioner for Youth came to see the level of destruction in my farm. That's the one that happened this year. Yeah. I think the special advisor to the governor on agriculture was there, and then Maurice Alagwa, some other persons, they were there. But if they've gotten like a proper documentation of all the farms that have been destroyed, no. Even my farm that was destroyed last year, there's no documentation, honestly. There's no documentation of all the farms that have been destroyed. From last year, you've seen different processes, several protests from different communities. I think last year about 3 communities, women came out to, block the express road and, express their grievances. But no government official that actually gone to the farm to get a proper documentation of the level of destruction of the farmland.
Have there been times where maybe you came in contact with these people? Because some persons are saying that they come in contact with them and there is a threat to them personally and things like that.
The last time I went to the farm, they said they just left. So they just left my farm. I didn't see them. But the women that were there, they've all accounted for threats. As in, not just threat to life, they threatened to rape them at the farm. So this is not just an issue of they're destroying farms. It's a security threat to farmers. They threatened to rape them. Even the day the Commissioner of Youth went to my farm, as we were coming out with the hunters, the other women were running from the other side. They ran from another side to meet us. Their headers there, and they even threatened to rape them. Commissioner was there. They threatened to rape them. That's how bad it is. They have these headers don't just come. They are equipped.
Okay, so I wanted to ask a question whether the ladies have seen them with any ammunition or something like that.
Yes,
because we hear stories like that. Can you confirm that?
Yes, they usually carry these. I don't know what they call it, but there's this one. I know there's definitely they will not be walking in the forest empty-handed without anything in their hand to protect
But
themselves.
we heard
That's
of
if it
guns
exists.
before.
For
Is-
me,
is it
I haven't
true?
seen.
Okay.
I haven't seen, but I've heard stories. They actually face sometimes. I think there are times when youths just go to kind of drive them away, and they confirm of these people having guns and other equipments, like trying to fight them. That's how bad it is.
So when they went to the government house, the Yenizwe women, could you tell us what the government told the ladies and dispatched them? What did they assure them?
I didn't hear from. For me, I've not heard what they told them. I've not gotten any information about what government has told them. But I know for the first time I went, it was the local government chairman, Yenagoa local government, that
So when you
sent-
went alone,
Yes, when I went to this year was the second time I left. I went last year.
so you've done that twice now.
Yes. The last year when I went, the local government chairman, Yenagoa local government, I got a call. So they sent DSS and the hunters with me to my farm to check the level of that and check the area so the hunters can be going. But it's even with that, the destruction is still high.
So what did they do after checking the farmland? Did they compensate you, or did they say, okay, you know what, now we know what's going on, let's support you or something? Was there anything like that?
No, there's been no support except from the local government chairman. Yes.
Who just supported you because
Yes,
you were the
yes,
one who complained?
yes.
But there are others who probably would have
Exactly.
needed that support as well. So
If-
because you're now speaking for all the ladies, all the women, even though you weren't there with them during the protest, but now because you are a first-hand, someone who experienced it firsthand, you were more or less speaking for all the ladies, all the women, all the farmers here. So we'll probably would want you to, say something that will also benefit everybody. That's very important.
Yes, I've not been speaking for myself.
Okay.
I don't think any of the times I've actually just spoken for myself. The truth is that the farmers are going through a lot. Now, like I said, this time that they are destroying the farm is a very dangerous time for farmers. The places that we farm, especially because in Yenagoa, most of the highlands are already occupied by people. So the places that we farm are lowlands, they are creeks. So it is not a question of whether flood this year or no flood. Every year that place gets flooded. We know. So we farm from once the water starts going down, the flood, and we farm by November, December, January, we are done farming. So that from July, August,
Good to
we have harvested all our crops. So at this point, they cannot. It's more like you have taken away everything because you're not even sure if anything is going to grow anymore. So everything has been taken away. So yeah, I'm calling on government actually to compensate all farmers, get a proper documentation, and compensate all the farmers that their farms have been destroyed by headers.
Let's go for a short break. When we return, we will continue with the program. Let's talk Nigeria. We have Ms. Enibo Albert here with us.
This is your golden moment. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
Let someone shout hallelujah.
It's another season for Yenagoa to come alive again as the Redeemed Christian Church of God Region 27 Bayelsa presents Light Up Bayelsa State, a Yenagoa city-wide crusade. Theme, The Great Physician. Ministering, Pastor Benga Ilisomi, Deputy Intercontinental Evangelist, Continent 1. Pastor S.A. Polasayo, PIC Region 27. Pastor Emmanuel Okolo, PICP Youth Province 10. Pastor Olukayode Emmanuel Nana, PICP Bayelsa Province 4. Pastor Peter Akbe, PICP Bayelsa Province 1. Pastor Jacob Atobatele, PICP Bayelsa Province 2. Pastor Ezekiel Oni Timothy, Oluwaseun, PICP Bayelsa Province 3. Pastor Tonye Ogiriki, PICP Bayelsa Province 5. Date Thursday 19th to Friday 20th February 2026. Time 4 p.m. daily. Venue Central APS Secondary School Opolo, Yenagoa Bayelsa State. Light Up Bayelsa State. Come and be touched by the great physician.
Shining brighter than ever. 97.5 FM, the gold standard of radio.
Politics, economy, society.
Do you think Nigeria has the structures and the willpower to embrace accountability in governance, or are we still dancing in circles of talk without change?
We break it all down.
A governor serves 4 years, and the next is that he may be re-elected once. And you know already, most governors begin re-election calculations by the second year in office.
On Let's Talk Nigeria, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Power holders or those in the helm of affairs have deliberately ensured that it doesn't work. So the reason is so that it will favor their intentions that are anti-people.
On Golden 97.5 FM, Yenagoa.
Hello, back to the program. Let's Talk Nigeria, and Nibu Albert is here with us. Miss Albert, look, this is a very serious problem, and a lot of people are blaming government, even though government has said that they're working on it. But what are you going to say what the government is doing regarding protecting the farms? A lot of people say the government is complicit, but we've argued that no, government's not complicit. It's just that it seems this is a bit complicated. How complicated is this matter? The farmer situation in Bayelsa State?
Okay, I don't think any other person can step into this matter except God, because I've heard people say, why are youth leaders, our community leaders and all not, going to the forest to drive these herders away. Now, most of the places that we farm, like I said earlier, is far from our communities, very far. So these youths could only go at a certain time to drive them away. They can't go they can't be at the farm every time. I think the first thing that government would do is to send security agencies to comb the forest, to send them away immediately. Now, why I feel like government is actually, they are not, for me, they've not done enough, is that, like I said again, that those farms are in their creek areas. So if during the flood the herders don't stay there, you can't stay because it's flood, and we will use boats to move around when there's flood. So those times when they are not there, where are they? So that means their routes that they pass through to come to the farm when it's dry season. So why hasn't government identified those places for years now and stopped them from entering the forest in the first place? Because actually it's more difficult to drive them away than to stop them from entering the farms. So for me, I feel like government has everything to do. They are the security, they are everything. They in fact, the major responsibility of government is the protection of lives and properties. True. And our properties and our lives are at risk. Our crops are being destroyed. So who do we cry to? Who do we meet? The government should be able to find a way to do this. I'm not going to blame any other person aside the government. So I feel the government has a major responsibility to ensure that this does not continue and this stops.
The moment you're just speaking, it's beyond just saying. People already know. Even when you ask the government, say there's a law. They know that there's a law on ground. But it's like with what you're saying, the enforcement of it, had not been properly done.
Yes,
and that's why these issues are going on. Another issue that I'm looking at again is the fact that it's the planting season and the harvest time. There always is the season. You have to plant, and it's always, like you said, they come to attack when it is planting, sometimes even harvest time.
Yes.
And that's when they come to attack, and it's causing shortages in every way. How do you think that, what role do you also think, I would just want to bring the community leaders, the youths, because they know the terrain properly. What role do you think they can do to also help to really raise your voices? It's like your voice can be amplified even better to get the government's attention beyond anything.
I think what the community leaders should do would have, I think, assist us to do, is by reporting the issues to government. because there's basically nothing else they can do other than that, is to report the issue to government authority for them to take action. I remember last year, when our deputy governor was alive, he said something in the meeting. He called on the community leaders and told them that if there's any issue of headers crisis in your community, you'd ensure that you report the matter immediately. So that is the responsibility of the community leaders. But aside that, what can they do? They'll go and drive them. They'll drive them away, but they'll come back again at night. So that's just it.
Are you suggesting outright ban of headers in Bayelsa State?
Or they should get to the place allocated by the government?
They've given them a place, allocated by the government. They should go there. These things that we are saying government is talking on media. These headers at the farm, they don't understand. They don't listen. They are not even, probably not even aware. If they might even be aware, because the destructions on that farm is actually a deliberate something. It's very, very deliberate. There's grass around the area where they destroy farms, but they choose to take their cattle to where crops are. So it's deliberate. I don't know their motive behind the whole thing, but I know it's deliberate. But I'm not saying that they should stop them totally from grazing. Government has provided a place for them. Then government should ensure that they implement it, ensure that these headers are in that place.
Are you sure where the government provided for them is good enough? Because when you provide somewhere, you want to provide something that will, benefit them or help them. The place provided for the government, could that place be, fallow or something? Because definitely, if the grass is there or whatever, the greenery there is not good enough for them, they want to go away to elsewhere to graze. And so do you think the place the government provided for them is good enough? Otherwise, I don't see, if you are given a place, you will just leave that place and go to elsewhere.
Okay, if the place government gave to them is not good enough, then the owners of the cattle, the owners of the cow, should get a space for their cows. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't use your own business to spoil other people's own. You can't take away people's livelihood with your own business. You are making your money. You are grazing cows. You are making your money. You are selling them at cows now are very expensive. You over ₦1 million for one. If you are into cattle rearing, then get a space. It's as simple as that. If you are able to if you have enough money to buy those numbers of cattle then you should be able to have money to buy a space to graze your land. If government gave you a place and it's not okay, get a space. It's as simple as that. They should get a place to graze their cow, not to use to destroy our farms.
Do you think that the hands of governments are tied at this moment? Because, like you said earlier on, the government has not done enough. And I want to know why government has not done enough. And secondly, is there any reason the government has not been able to do enough, or are their hands tied? I think government will be able to answer that. Maybe government will tell us why. Because people keep complaining.
They've not done enough.
And then seems nothing has been done.
I just feel I think government should be able to answer. Should be able to respond to that question.
Okay, so what would you say about the tax force that has been given this responsibility?
Okay, I think I saw a comment. One of the persons that were in, I think for the anti-open grazing law, there's supposed to be a committee in charge of that particular law. And in any case where we have issues like that, we are meant to report to the committee. But I saw a comment from a member of the committee on my post that committee is ineffective. It is not functional right now.
A member?
Yes.
Of the committee?
Yes. That committee is not functional. It is not working.
Did the person identify himself like, okay, I'm a member of the committee, but it's
he
not
said
working?
He said I was a member of the committee.
Okay, he was a member.
And it's not functional anymore. The committee is no longer functional. That's what he said.
Okay, the committee has been dissolved or something?
I don't know. Maybe they'll be the one to respond to that. In fact, practically, I saw the IYC Central Zone Chairman was supposed to also be part of a member of the committee. It was this comment I saw that committee currently it is not.
When was it dissolved?
We don't know. We are not even aware.
We would like to speak to
maybe speak to him. We
to
are
members of that
aware.
committee to tell us when that committee was dissolved, because we keep talking about there is a committee, but now we get a different story that committee is not functional, has been dissolved or something. So we need to speak to former members of that committee, that is, if ever that committee does not exist anymore. But then, well, this is a very, very sensitive issue, and I think we'll open the phone lines quite early so we get responses. We don't know if the committee members or former committee members are listening to the program, so they might call in to tell us one or two things about it. Right. So let's open the phone lines now. 0707 747 1522 and 0912 000 1975. We're live on Facebook, so you can go on Facebook and drop your comments. 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. And you can also send a message to our WhatsApp 0912 0001975. Let's get the first call. Your name, your location, please, and keep it very brief. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, my esteemed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good also. Yeah, I'm Congress Prince Felix Lutu. Yeah, I'm calling from constituency 1, Baramabri, Southern is the local government area. I'm so interested about this issue, okay? Yeah. Because honestly, I remember some years ago, about 2007, 2008, such incident occurred at Opuruma Otua houses also, honestly. And our boy was killed, okay? The boy that was killed from Paramabri, honestly. The youth doesn't get it and they took action. Okay? Honestly, they took a life also. And the Christians were killed. Okay, and not quite long, such incidents as again at Obia houses and also the Sabana houses Agoro also. You understand? And we have such incident that occurred at Johnson State, Akanama also, some years ago. You understand? That has took the life of all kinds of persons. You understand? So please, we are pleading the government now, and what I'm hearing now said the committee that was formed is no longer in existence again. Honestly, it's not good. They should be very careful. Because this will lead to a different commotion, a conflict in Biafra State. Honestly, these people have been misbehaving. We know what happened not quite long as Swallow. The boy from Ekere was killed. That is a different issue. From this northerners. And they said these are excellent. Please, they should know how to handle this issue properly.
All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Oh, coming all the way from Paramambiri.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Moyes, Professor, and the young woman in the studio. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to start by commending the young lady in the studio. She has a good passion. The fact that most women, young lady or women run away from them. Look at what she's doing. Instead of government to protect her, protect what she's doing, they are destroying it. I commend you. There was a day that she came and the crowd out that she has protested. She went to the government house alone, and now I'm hearing her and the studio there. I commend you, young woman. I want to say that the governments are complicit. That governments of the day, they are, instead of them to protect or push the lives and the property, are the number one priority of every government. They have failed woefully. It seems like the government of these days prefer cows, animals than human beings and the food. The whole world is crying about the shortage of food crisis. They look at it. Some people are working hard to provide food, but yet governments are doing nothing. Rather, they are even destroying it. And these cows are owned by government people and men.
You can't say that it's owned by government because you don't have any proof to that.
Some of them are owned by government politicians. Some of them and the big businessman.
Do you have evidence? Do you have evidence to that?
They yet we know that some of these cows are owned by politicians.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Point gotten.
I didn't call anybody's name.
Okay.
Cows are business.
Okay. Let's give others the opportunity. All right.
Big business that
All right. Thank you. Let's give others the opportunity. I think you have spoken well enough, and your points have been noted.
And we have some comments from Facebook. Eripama Lazia said, "I love this program so much. Well done. Thank you for that." Then also Lawrence Oka says, nice one program. Thank you. Then Belinda Oye says, nice program too as well from the Facebook. You can drop your comments to us on Facebook. We're here. We'll read it for you. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sister in the studio. My name is Flash Bullet. My name is Flash Bullet, calling from Uruma.
Welcome.
Now, you can see, anything government, if there is no fire brigade approach, government will not shake. Now that the state is peaceful, the government is happy, everybody is happy. But look at these headsmen. They are the people that are causing problem in this country. They will start it like this, and nobody will after them. Until the thing will get out of hand. I am begging the government, please, they should hear the cry of the women. Because these headers, they are wicked, they are extremely wicked, because there is a day at Tupi Bush. I tried to approach them, talk to them. Those people point me gun. I remember. They point me gun. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, they point me gun. From that place, I know that these people they are out for something. So please, let the government to stand. For me personally, they should ban them totally. Ask them to leave this state because we don't want to have problem with anybody. They are the people that causing problem. Herdsmen everywhere in the north causing the problem. They have extended to this state. So let government to wake up and ask them to leave. If that committee is not working, they should dissolve the committee and set up other way. There are drones that they can use to locate them. And second, thirdly, they said when they asked them, they said it is our people that who own the cattle. Who are the people? Who are the people? They should mention the names, not our big men. Not big men get us. No. Who are the people that own it? They should mention the names so that the government should go and hold them responsible. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Last Bullet. All right, let's get more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. My name is Evans. I'm calling from Mekiki.
Oh, thanks, welcome.
Yeah, and I did your guest there.
Good morning.
Good morning. Although your voice is low, I cannot even compare what you're saying much, but I just try to pick up one or two. The thing is, I just want to say something concerning what is going on right now in the state. You understand? If we say that some part of the country is battling with insecurity, and we can see the signal, you understand, right here, why won't we do something about it? I think it's time for us to wake up from slumber and begin to do something meaningful. You understand? Let me just tell you about these people. When you see these people, these herdsmen, they are not just there for being there sake. They are always ready. You understand? They are battle. We see them with machetes. They are equipped with talisman in their body. You understand? So you cannot even easily confront them. They are not even scared of you. And when they operate now, they don't even operate at the daytime. Like this now, go to the forest, you say they are in the forest now with their animals. In the night, you understand, they start coming out to graze. Because they know that people have been complaining. This is what they do. In Oguna, that's what they do. They are just there in the bush. You see them. At night, you see them coming out. They begin to graze everything. And why won't the government even do something about it? It's a signal. A time we can begin to run a task getter. Is that when the government will start doing something? You understand? If there is a Bayelsa that owns a cattle in the state and allows that cattle to graze these people's crops, I think that person is a wicked person. I don't know who that person is. So if there is a Bayelsa that owns cows and allow them to do all these things, you understand? That person does not mean well for Bayelsa. I think if we say we mean well for Bayelsa, we should begin to do what is right. We should not just pray as long as they will not take a rightful step to wipe away this issue, to solve this issue in this approach speech. They should not pray. They should take action. And
all right. Thank you, Felix.
Please with them. Thank you so much.
All right, Felix.
Okay, we have a comment on Facebook. Pedro A.B. Peter says, good morning. This cow matter is more than complicated. The police patrol in the day and the herdsmen come in the night. And by morning, farms are gone. My farm in Elebele has been destroyed twice this year, 2026. The planting season is almost over. Where do I reap from? The situation is pushing for self-help. That is where I am very concerned. He said, this situation is pushing for self-help. The government should act swiftly. Pedro from Elebele.
All right, Pedro, we, commiserate with you. We sympathize with you for the loss of your crops. But then you wouldn't want to go that angle. Let's see how we can, dialogue with government and force government to do something before someone comes up on air to say the situation is, demanding self-help. I think they're really frustrated.
Yes, and that's the reason why we're having this conversation, and so they could really get to air your view and will help and see. I can tell you, government is truly listening. They are listening, and we'll see the best way out of it. Well, please don't go the route of the self-help.
Not at all. Yeah. Well, let's take some more calls again. Well, you have to relax a little bit. Let's get the reactions of Bielsas. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Senior Man.
Senior Man, welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I am thinking that this headers and farmers clash in Bayelsa State is becoming political. Because there is a law or a policy made that it is zero grazing.
Yeah.
And yet everyone is complaining. The government is doing nothing about it. The little farms we have in these states, later they will call us that Bayelsas are lazy. We have gone to the farm to farm. People from outside are coming to disturb us, and the government is doing nothing about it. This thing is not good. There is this rumor again, I will always say it's rumor, that most of these cattle are owned by government officials. It's becoming true. If not, why would you want someone from outside to come and invade your people, killing them, raping them, and you are quiet about it? And you say you are the government. The thing is becoming political. Please, if they are here, they should do something about it. Allow us, Bayelsas, to farm, so that we can still get something out of our land. Please. It's just my submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. But the governor has not been quiet about it. The last time he went for, I think it was a function where he instructed that monies be given to farmers, some amount of money be given to the farmers. He charged traditional rulers, that they should take responsibility to ensure that these people, herders, are, checkmated. The movement of these headers are checkmated. But when they say that the government is not doing anything, maybe the people want them to take certain actions, but the governor has already given his charge to the traditional rulers. So let's talk about the traditional rulers now. What are the traditional rulers here, well, in Yenizegene or Akenfa or Enipad? What are they doing regarding that after that charge? What have they done so far?
Like I said, the traditional rulers have sent youths to, I don't know for all the communities, but for some communities, the youths have gone to check, drive them away. But what else can they do? The traditional rulers are...
I just want to confirm. Go to drive them away. Are they going with weapons or what?
They are not. Do we have access to weapons as humans? We don't. We are not expected to have any arms
at all.
So that's where I'm actually going to. That's the only thing. Maybe you could just go in mass, in numbers, to try and drive them away. But that's the only thing they can do.
Just drive, and then the next day they come back.
Not even the next day, at night they come back.
Because people have always said that it's at night that these things happen.
They come at night to destroy the farms. So the traditional rulers cannot do much because they're not the ones they're not security agencies.
Ms. Albert, I think one of the videos I saw that the herders uprooted the plants or something from the cassava.
Yes.
So it's not just about eating the leaves, but uprooting the cassava.
Yes.
In the ground.
Yes.
That's total destruction.
That is the major. That's what they did to
and
my farm
and
that of others.
That
is what they did to my farm and that of others.
Tell us about that.
They practically they uprooted everything from the ground.
And they ate the cassava.
Yes, some of them. If they were just eating the leaves, maybe it will not even be too much of. It's not like it's right, but it will not be this. I won't get damn angry. But this one, they are practically uprooting farms. Every night they are doing same. 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they destroyed my cousin's farm. 2 days ago, my mom's farm.
Where?
Biogbolo. These farms are far. They are far from community. If we are walking down, it will take about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes to walk down to those farms.
So right in the bush where people can...
forest where we farm. Those are the places these farms are. We are not even talking farms close to the house. They are not close to the house. So there's nothing community leaders or youth can do. They are not in charge of security. They don't have arms. So the people in charge of security that can actually combat forest ones is the government.
So are the traditional rulers not... Why didn't the traditional rulers now tell the governor that this is beyond us? When he was given that instruction, we even read it in this station a couple of times, where he charged traditional rulers to take the bull by the horn and ensure that this be nipped in the bud. So if this is beyond the traditional rulers and the community, was this communicated to the governors?
I don't know if they did communicate to the governor. I wasn't there. But we all know that it is not everything that happened in a place that is being reported.
Okay.
So I am not aware if they did, but I know for certain that this is beyond community or traditional rulers.
Well, let's get back to the calls, but before then, let's take a few messages on WhatsApp. This one is from Egba Fields from Ikolo. It said, "Dear Moye and Basa, you have once again demonstrated that Golden FM is second to none. Thank you so much for giving voice to the voiceless. Thank you for giving the lady farmer the opportunity to air her grievance. I urge you not to relent on your efforts. For the young lady, please accept my heartfelt sympathy for your pains." Well, thank you so much, Egba Fields, for those kind words. We appreciate. And this one is a message from Lady Gloria. Gloria from Azikoro. Say, honestly, this is just pure wickedness. It's not okay that they enter the farms, but they dig up the crops. When you approach them, they come with drama. People have been complaining badly until, crosses be taken. Be careful, everyone in government will sit up. Well, I guess I understood what you said there. But thank you so much, Gloria Azikoro from Azikoro. And then this one is from Fred. Fred said, "Good morning, gentlemen. The assertion that the cows belong to politicians is a mere conjecture." Yeah, I said that before. And on the other hand, the government needs to step up security so that the internal food supply dynamics in the state will not be negatively affected. I agree with you, Fred, that it's just a conjecture, it's a guess. So you can't tell whether it's a politician or not. So that's why I had to tell that caller that, look, you can't be sure that it's there are government officials or whatsoever. So please, you don't want to go to that. You don't want to go that way. But let's get back to the calls and get your reactions. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Beda, calling from Otueke.
Welcome, Beda.
Yeah. I don't understand this, how, even it's not only in Bayelsa, this thing is happening, but I don't know why the state government, even the federal government, our view. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beda.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
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 Hello, Community Trust on the line. This situation that we are passing through in the state, when is it going to stop? Ogapon? My colleague, she told me 4 plots of land, the animals consume everything. Nothing is left. Imagine you making your produce are good, my short for.
Every chance, which community? Which community?
Biobolo
community. Oh.
Yeah, Biobolo, yeah. I'm talking about my colleague, the farm.
Yeah.
Everything consumed. Everything, nothing is left. And she's even scared to go there. They will tell her, will they come back? You mean? You are scared. She is an indigent. They tell her, will they come back? I don't know whereby, scenario where strangers have strength, they have the audacity
With that statement, will they come back?
It's bad. And these are women who struggle. So I don't know, the government should do something fast. Before the indigenous or those involved will want to do something nasty. At the end of the day, they will say, you're taking the laws into your hands. I'm not happy. She complained this morning. Even last year, same thing. She told me that the commissioner and one person came to check their farm and left, and ever since they've not seen him. No action, positive action has been taken. It's very annoying. The government should do something fast. I rest my case.
All right. When the government is listening to this program, I am very sure the government is listening to the program. They've heard Mr. Enibo, narrator on Odell, and of course every other caller. I'm very, very sure the government will do something about it, because right now, from your narrative, from your story, the hands of the traditional rulers are tied. They can't do anything more than what they have done. Just chase them away, and the people say, we'll come back.
That's because the moment Abby was talking about that, and she was
she was concurring. Yes, they said that to you as well.
It has happened to my mom. I wasn't at the farm that day. My mom and some other women were at the farm. This headers came that afternoon. And then
you continue. Sorry for that. We'll continue. You tell us that story. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Moye.
Morning. Good morning.
Interesting. My name is Ikoido, calling from Okwabagi.
Okay.
Interesting program. You see, this program, we are talking about nomadic animal and herdsmen. Don't we have chairman representing them in Bayelsa State? I think we do have chairman, isn't it? Why not invite the chairman to the studio, or invite Agric commissioner to the studio? Because I know that I think Doe Dire appointed commissioner for Agric as one of the members of the committee on the action of that aspect. So invite these two people, this commissioner of Agric and commissioner of Hensman, or people taking in charge of Bayelsa State for cattle. They should come and sit there and discuss the issue. We should not be beating at the bush, left and right, up and down. Then we hear from both parties what they will do or reply the public. Then we'll know where we can start. We should not be beating at the bush, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Point noted. Hello, good morning. I lost that. So, conclude that story. What happened to your mom?
Yeah, so they were at the farm, and then these headers came. And they were trying to drive them. I think they were all women, just one man at the farm, so they can't do much. They can't even, because if you even do anything more than that, they might come for you. So they told them to leave. These headers were busy dancing for them, destroying their farms. Dancing for them and telling them that we'll come back at night to destroy it.
Hold on to that. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Moye. This is Clement Basimen calling you from Akenpai.
Okay, Clement.
Yes. Please, we have institutions that has the mandate to enforce the law, and that is the police and the DSS. But in this case, cases are reported and no action is taken. You can see that these institutions are either compromised or something, or they take orders from people who themselves are the owners of these animals. But secondly, the governor, we know that there is a provision, to compensate farmers. In fact, to support farmers. Why are these women not carried along? We are made to understand that 200 million is given to farmers every month.
Is it every month?
Yes, every month. That money was moved in Bayelsa. 200 million every month is given to farmers in Bayelsa State.
I'm not too sure if it's every month, actually.
Find out.
We'll confirm that story, but I know it's 200 million given out, but we're not sure this every month, or it's not really annual.
Take time. You are journalists. Take time.
Okay.
Find out.
Okay, we'll do that.
Please.
All right.
So that is my worry.
All right. Thank you very much for expressing your worry. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Fine. I'm Daddy Cool. I call back from Azikoro town.
Very cool. Welcome back.
I've been hearing everybody talking. My own concern, that of Bayelsa Palm. You see, that Bayelsa Palm, that is where they offload their cow and offload person too. Whenever they come from their place there, at Bayelsa Palm, they will first come, offload their cow and offload the people there. So my own take now is that, please, if the government can hear me, or will it, see, I'm a tired civil servant. I used to stroll. I used to go to that Bayelsa Palm. I have interest there. I used to go there almost every day to go and see what's happening there. I'm just like an eye to the people. That's why you see me pointing at Bayelsa Palm every time. And if I tell you what is happening there, my brother, and even I have camera to snap what is happening there, and you believe what I'm telling you. My only advice now to Bayelsa State government is the Bayelsa State government should try and make sure that those security men there in Bayelsa Palm, they should follow, what do they call it? They should follow the
Okay. Randolph. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. All right, let's take a message on WhatsApp. It says, good morning, my people. Just hearing the voice of the lady in the studio. I think she is a young farmer, but I can just imagine the frustration, discouragement, and I really feel for the farmer more, especially the women. The government should sit up, please, from Boro Dinipuri in Amarata. Thank you very, very much. More calls coming in, but we can't take the calls anymore. We appreciate every call and every caller. Thank you very much for keeping it locked with us this morning on Let's Talk Nigeria. Your final parting shots this morning before you depart. What do you think the government should do at this moment? I know we all think we know what the government should do, but we want to hear from you.
Okay, so I think that for me, apart from, they should start by compensating the farmers. Yeah, they should, because these people, like I said earlier, this is their source of livelihood. It's what they use for every single thing about their life. If you go to these communities to interview these women that has this farm, they'll tell you the farm is everything that they have. So government should compensate these farmers, because right now there's nothing they can do. They can't replant. Even if they replant, we're not even sure if these things are going to, grow or have anything good to offer. So they should compensate the farmers, and then they should ensure that these herders leave our forests. We cannot be living in fear. We cannot be right now. Only one person can go to farm. 2 self can't go to farm. 3 women can't go to farm. You have to go like in clusters, like a lot of persons around that area. If there are no people in your area, your farm you're not going that day. So this is beyond food security issues. This is the security of our lives. Our lives are involved in this case. So they should please comb our forest and ensure that these herders live, and permanently, not do it this year and then next year we're coming back to say the same thing over and over again. Last year I wrote petition to almost all the ministries involved, but like till now we've not even heard anything from the Ministry of the Commissioner for Agriculture. Nothing has been heard. So please, government, help us, help farmers. We don't want to go hungry. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nibal, for your time. It's been wonderful speaking with you this morning. And lastly, Chris from Apollo, it's a sorry state. And the sad thing is, just as you said, the government is listening. So also these hooligans are listening. It's hard to say, ask or suggest anything. But I will say this, there's a way to track these people. Our forest is not Sambisa. Well, thank you, Chris from Apollo, for that message. We appreciate all the callers and the listeners as well. Thank you very much. On Let's Talk Nigeria, we discuss the issues that really matter. Tomorrow will be another day. I am Moya Stibbing.
And I am Paul Oblomugbasa.